Tes. Okay. Oh, good. Hi, good afternoon. Today is 19 June 2025. Hari tanggal 19 Juni 2025. Kita bakal main The Kingdom Come Deliverance. Ano Novia, halo Kapalaut. Halo Kajik, makasih udah mampir Kajik. Halo Lika, makasih udah mampir Lika. Hari ini kita bakal main missionnya setelah berapa stream ya, berapa minggu nggak ada nyentuh main missionnya sama sekali. Akhirnya kita hari ini main mission. Halo Belin, makasih udah mampir Belin. Halo Led, makasih udah mampir Led. Jadi kita bakalan main misi yang penting-penting sekarang, karena misi sampingannya sudah selesai semua. Ntar wes kita ketemu siapa namanya, Katherine. Is it Katherine? Hans Scompetent. Is Katherine here? Katherine?
Hey, innkeeper, that beer!
Ada orang nih berdua.
Well. Greetings, poet.
Henry, is that you? My friend, welcome to Kuttenberg.
Orang nih berdua yang kita ketemu awal-awal.
How did you and George get here?
By
Mar-mar apa
wagon, of
Belin?
course. How else? The driver wanted coin in exchange. But as soon as we pulled out the loot you got for us, and George and I played our beautiful, catchy, engaging, life and love affirming, bittersweet, moving, phenomenal, simply wonderful song.
Phenomenal.
So he took us for
Kalau aku suka
free.
bercanda jangan dimasukin hati ya, masukin aja ke paru-parumu, siapa tahu aku separuh nafasmu. Oke. Tapi kayaknya enggak. How are you doing?
And how are you doing here? You don't look all that great.
Gimana Pak? Jadi piano?
La
Belum
Parenza
sabar.
Ingana, my
Apa?
friend.
Belum tahu lagi. Aku nggak bisa janji. Halo Nanat. Long time no see. Astaga.
And they only let us stay in the tavern if we clean up there. But they
Apa
promised
kabar
us
Nanat?
they'd
Ya
let
Allah,
us
sudah
play
lama
for
kali
the
tidak
guests'
bertemu Nanat.
amusement. It hasn't quite worked out yet, but our luck will turn
Aku
soon
kagak
enough.
jawab apa.
You'll see. As soon as we start playing, I'm certain
kabar,
some rich
Nanat?
burger will notice us and make us his own personal poets.
So that's your plan for now? To find someone to support you?
What do you mean support? A bit of food is a small reward for the nourishment of the soul we shall provide him with.
Well, I'll be off then. I have a lot of work to do. But it was good to see you again.
You too, my graceful and gallant friend. And don't worry, one day when we'll be playing for the king himself, we'll certainly put in a good word for you. You won't have to dig through shit your whole life. Trust me.
I'll wait for that.
Well. Look who the muses dragged in. Greetings, George.
Oh, it's you. The distinguished Enrico.
Aku baik Pak Mo, apa kabar?
Something wrong?
Baik.
You look a bit
Morris
sad.
sekarang sombong, gak mau bah digoda-goda.
Everything's fine.
Goda lah goda.
How did you and Michael get here?
Iya dan Nanat. Warna
Quite a long
merah.
way from Zhelyov.
Some peasant bringing flour here took
Warna
us.
merah
He
warnanya.
wanted an awful lot of coin at first, but as soon as Michael and I started singing,
Baru nampak
he
ya.
took us for free.
Apa daun maple-nya.
He said he'd do anything to get us to stop squawking, the bloody bastard.
Well, and how are you doing?
Not at all, friend. It's much worse. We thought the river ran with ale, and the streets were paved in silver
You're a
so
goddamn idiot
shiny
if you think
you
like
could
that.
look up the skirts of women walking in front of you.
What the?
But no, we're sleeping in an armourer's shed like animals, and they won't serve us in the tavern unless we help out. We thought the beauty of the world, the grace of the muse, and the celebration of love awaited us here. Bullshit. Nothing but work, thirst, and women who won't let us touch them.
That's pretty normal, you pervert.
So?
Michael thinks we'll find some wealthy burger who will employ us to write
Keren,
verses
yo.
for him. But the locals are too tight-fisted
Kita
for
baik
that.
keadaan lagi
Wow.
flu dikit.
I have to be going. But it was
Farewell.
Enrico della Roccia. Molto bene. One day we'll be playing for the king himself. You'll see.
Ada bebe. Boleh aku naik ke atas? Katherine, where are you? Katherine, is that you? Oh, Katherine!
Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just Liechtenstein. I've only been here a couple of days, but I seem to know everything about this city and its sinful people. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a
we're
stick.
talking. Please,
Simply everything.
get off. Ma'am,
The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
I'd like to hear more about the sinning part. I reckon it's not easy. You could have been spending time with Dry Devil.
You'll have to tell me more about the sinning part. That sounds
Baik, sangat
interesting.
baik. Aku udah selesai,
You
bos.
youngsters
Halo
are all
Asana,
the
long
same,
time no see.
but
Lazana,
work
apa
before
kabar?
After we find Liechtenstein and free
Pada balik
Kipon,
semua kalian.
we'll see.
I'll look forward to it. But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls
Ayo,
I talked
Nana,
to told
makasih
me
udah
her
mampir,
sweetheart
Nana.
frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin, and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
Sound promising?
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild even for me.
Of course.
That's saying something. Well, trying to get sense out of drunken
Umi
wretches
Asana,
is
lo
quite a
mau
skill of mine.
akhirnya pada
Does this place
janjian
have a
bah.
name?
Sayangnya kajak.
I'm not sure if
Ajak
it's
belum
a
join
name,
kapita masih.
but the locals call
Rasanya
it
kayak
the
pertemanan
hole in the
kalau
wall.
aku gabung koyo.
I see the owner has got a sense of humour.
Unfortunately, I don't think
Miss
it's
you
a
too,
joke.
me.
You'll find it in Hot Prink. There's no
Long
other
time no
alehouse
see
in that
kalian
quarter.
semua.
So goatskin in the hole in the wall. I reckon I'll remember that. I'll go and check it out.
Ngapain dua orang ini
No, I
nunggu?
wanted to ask. Nobody ever told me why we're actually looking for this Liechtenstein fella.
Liechtenstein.
He might know where they're holding Capon.
I'm sure lots of people might know that.
But Liechtenstein's on our side. At least I hope he still is. You never know these days.
But who is he? And why is he in Kuttenberg?
He's a young noble from Job's council. His family have domains in Moravia and Lower Austria. He's here to gather information about the enemy for Job.
Ini Kak Ejat sama
Judging
Kak
by how
Ana tidak
important
ada
it
kah?
was for Istvan to find out where he is,
PDKT kemarin
a
apa
real
kabar?
thorn in their side. And they're out to get
Sampai
him.
mereka sibuk
So
Nana.
we're getting involved in noblemen's schemes
Ejat
again.
sibuk
That means trouble.
biasanya.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up in all that.
Kalau
you will.
Ana
But it can't
cewek
be
aja.
helped.
Lalu dan anak
There's a war on, and we have to fight.
Assalamualaikum.
Watch out for yourself,
Waalaikumsalam.
Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only one.
El Chain itu sebenarnya bagus sih, tapi aku udah nemu mas-mas yang serius. Mantap. Oh my god, kita bakalan punya Abi. I've been to this place.
see polite people like you. God be with you.
Pa, 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 pa. Oh my god, serius? Halo Pak Janggar, doakan lancar ya Deng. Kangen banget nonton movie sambil liatin live chat. Live chatnya yang kangen di sini ya, bukan Morinya.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
What's that got to do with me? If you want to nose around here, you'll have to go through Chenyek.
Who is
Could you
Chenya?
tell me more about this Chenyek?
Look, when somebody wants something here, they go and see Chenyek.
Okay.
Right. I'm gonna see if I can find that Chenyek.
Hmm.
I hope he doesn't hurt anyone else.
That's Chenya. I'm gonna sit here and talk to this fella right here. His name is Chenya.
Stop beating him!
Pukimbe ni awak duduk dia berdiri.
Hey?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you, and you don't look like you fit in here.
Okay. Who are
Who
you?
are you? And you're a people.
Well, I'm Chenyek.
Alright.
Alam mo real Elmore,
But
makasih
why all
dalam
that
permain
horseshit
walu
about whether
Jane,
I fit
makasih
in
dalam
with you or
pergi dalam kali kalian.
Look at it like this. This is a place for a certain sort of people what have their own rules. Although folk usually think we don't play by no rules.
I reckon I see now.
Grand.
You don't know me, and you don't want to tell me anything. I get that. But there must be some way I can get you to trust me. I'm sure there are things I can help you with.
Course there is. But we're mainly looking for fellas what can handle themselves. Ever since this town got a new lord, we've had to use a bit of violence now and again, innit?
I don't have any problem with violence.
Most times a fella tells me that, it ends badly for him. Anyways, if you want to join us and get some jobs, go across the yard to the barn. You'll find Goliath there, and he'll let you know if you're up to it or not. And if you get through that alive, come back here and we'll talk.
Why bother with fighting? I reckon it's a waste of time. It's plain as day I'm in better shape than most of the decrepit louts here.
You don't whack balls, I see. That's a good thing, actually, seeing as we're looking for someone like you. Let's leave Goliath out of it. It'll only lead to bad blood. Wouldn't be the first time. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for
Sayangnya aku harus
Goatskin.
lanjut kerja. See you,
Oh,
mommy.
here
See
he
you ya
used to
sana.
come here.
Bye bye.
Aye. Thing is,
Lami,
ain't
kasih dalam
nobody seen him here
Lami.
for a few days.
But he used to come
Ya
here.
mas kayak apa
Aye.
kabar? Bi.
He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No, but there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd, seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knob end. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
Where can find a Goatskin?
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try
Ay,
it at night.
Nay. Makasih
You
lang,
don't stray
Pinay.
far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I'd try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's Patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern.
Ah,
Wayman, the taverner, used to be a miner. And then there's the big bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up big.
Any others?
None I know.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but once you're done with him, come by and see us.
Bye-bye, left jet, bye,
Seems
Mori,
after all
bye,
you're a pretty
left.
handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole Goatskin. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
Eh? Tengok internet dulu lah. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. What is which first thesis? Repentance.
When our Lord Jesus Christ commanded us to repent, he wanted to believe his whole life to be one of repentance.
Well done, brother!
Repentance.
Second
Ni nyontek dia.
question.
Aku dengar sama
Which
kerjaan
estate
apa.
has the
Okay.
greatest reformatory potential?
Which, aduh, ini pertanyaannya. Aku nyontek aja lah, bodo amat. The common people. Wenceslas. The commoner.
The commoners.
Correct! The Reformation must start from the bottom and ignite like a flame in the hearts of all. So
Wenceslas.
that in the end, the Holy Church itself will be set ablaze with
Game apa ini?
purifying
Kingdom Come
fire.
Deliverance 2. Hah?
I knew right away that the people who meet here in the hole are a different bunch.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas.
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
Company of...
And then I'll get cheaper beer, and you'll let me borrow your loaded dice?
Ha! You missed these people here by half a century. We call
Coach dulu yang
ourselves the
ngantuk baru
Guild.
pulang sekolah. Oke, Nana.
We profess the
Bye-bye.
ideals of equality
Sweet
and
dreams.
brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly horse spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honour the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Mori, aku jemput ada bentar ya, Mor. Bye-bye, Mori. Dan Cik, bye-bye.
Yeah, don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
I'll drink to it.
Here's to the guild.
To the guild! That reminds me. I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach.
Bah.
Built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders. And for that red-bearded gob of his. Sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more.
Okay.
Fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
Cabbage.
That cabbage you said you were eating all the time?
Brilliant! Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund.
Copy
Let
that.
him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence.
No violence,
Don't
copy
even
that.
think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Sir, yes,
Got it.
sir.
What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just go to the gates or churches and you'll surely come across some. There are also
Habis
tents
selesai
full of them in
mampak mau,
Minor
jangan lupa
Street,
mamuk ya.
Church
Siap
Street
setiap
or
makan
Dublin
kok.
Street. When you're done, come and see me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you.
All right.
Good luck.
Set mission.
Is it normal?
Of course. When he orders a beer, he gets a rag. Oh, it's a...
Tell me about yourself.
Don't you have anything better to do? All right. I study and...
You mean...
A great win. Then there...
Could you...
You'll know. There's not...
Ini set mission.
I'm interested.
Play
The guild.
right. General. But if... Oh, well. These
It's a
days,
good
no
thing
one's
Mutt
ever
isn't
really
here.
safe.
Why is this all sticky?
Oke. Sekarang misinya tuh kita kesini. Disrupt Sigismund's supply of quality sausage. Kita ke situ dulu. That's my horse. Pebbles.
I'd bring this forward.
No slit throat, no anything, no killing, no violence.
Whoa!
But they have guards here. Oke, kita di sini buka bajunya dulu biar jangan berisik. Nah, nggak bersuara. Kita tunggu sampai tengah malam. Aku udah jagonya kalau maling-maling kayak ini. Nah, oke. Save dulu biar nanti kalau ulang langsung tinggal kemari. Hujan lebih bagus, makin susah mereka dengar suara langkah kita. Kok sleep? Goblok. Kalau kita jalan gini ketahuan nggak ya? Shh, diam mat. Aduh, ketahuan. Ulang. Calon maling beneran, weh. Kita dari Medan, boy. Medan magnet nih. Astagfirullah, aku menghina kotaku sendiri. Halo Eja, ada nanat Ja.
What's that? I heard something.
Biar tidur dia. Udah menjadi ganja jahat, ya Allah, ganja juga. Halo Mori, I'm back. Sudah balik. Nanat, Eja kangen. Tidak boleh membunuh. Duitmu ada, duitmu. Duitnya nggak ada, miskin dia. Lumayan dijual. Kentut dia. Charcoal.
Who's there?
Shit.
Shoot.
Okay. Pick up body. Awas mat, awas mat. Lumayan nih. 1000 tuh. Mahal-mahal semua. Ayo. Harganya lumayan semua. Oke. Bisa dimatikan apinya. Pasti di sini. Sigismund sausage. Ada gelas emas terjatuh gitu-gitu aja. Bye papi, hati-hati jalan. Bye. Udah keretaku mau sampai, udah dulu keretaku mau sampai. Suara apa tuh? Dia terkentut karakternya. Ayo. Oke, kita berhasil membawa satu lagi. Aku sebenarnya nggak butuh duit lagi, duitnya udah banyak kali, tapi diriku selalu terpancing dengan uang. Tengok harga-harganya nih, ha. Apa nih? Alah, jangan dipaksa. Ayo kita keluar. Kau kan Mr. Crab. Ya namanya duit ya, siapa yang nggak mau gitu. Nah, saatnya pakai lagi. Harganya mahal-mahal kali itu, ha. Pakai dulu bajunya lagi. Oke. Dah. Oke. Para baru jadi pencuri. Aku hanya melakukan tugasku. Kita cari beggar. Kita tunggu sampai pagi. Uang adalah segalanya. Enggak, uang itu tidak segalanya, tapi segalanya butuh uang. Tai. Sedikit pega. Selamat.
Lord be with you.
I brought you some...
Udah. You are handing in too much. I'm only giving.
Sweet Jesus! I'll feed my whole family. Who do I thank?
You can Thanking Sigismund.
Sorry.
Be that as it may.
Kata
See you
siya.
soon, my friend.
Mesti kita bagi-bagi ke semua orang.
I wish you a I brought...
Sweet. I fill my belly, and who do I thank?
I'm sorry.
Be that. Farewell, my friend.
Greetings. What brings you?
I brought you...
10 too much. 5?
Dear God, I must be I'll feed my... Who should I thank?
Sorry.
Be that... Take care.
5 ya maksimal. Banyak pengemis di sini. Hai,
Good morning.
I brought you...
tawa ka Patma. Iya 5. Maksimum 5.
Fill my... Who should I...
Sorry.
Modest. Farewell.
Masing-masing kita kasih 5. Ini bapak ini udah tadi.
Good day to you.
I brought...
Sweet Jesus! I'll feed my whole family. Who do I thank?
I'm sorry.
Modesty doesn't suit you, sir. Farewell, my friend.
Ayo kita cari lagi ini. Ada lagi. Oh udah tadi. Bega.
Vegetables, mushrooms.
Let's look for Bega.
God grant you health.
Come closer. Don't be shy. Quality goods here.
Biasanya banyak pengemis di sini. Pengemis di sana masih sadar diri, nggak kayak di mana ya. Hia di mana ya. Mori kalau lagi main game yang kalem, Morinya juga ikutan kalem kayaknya ya kan Mor. Iya dong. Ini ada. Warna bajunya sama lantai sama.
I brought you some...
Dear God, I'll feed my whole fam. Who should I?
I'm sorry.
Modesty.
It was good to see you, my friend.
Kita cari Bega lagi, Bega. Dimanakah kalian para pengemis? Aku mau kasih kalian makanan. Ada 5 sosis besar yang bisa kalian makan untuk keluarga dan tetangga. Pokoknya banyak lah. Oh, ini ada lagi.
Greetings.
Nah, makanan.
Dear God, I'll feed my whole family. Who should I?
I'm sorry.
Be that.
Take care, friend.
Ada lagi kah di situ? Nggak ada. Halo Lid. Hai, apa masih berpenghuni live chat ya? Masih. Sedih kali ya. Live chatnya sepi.
Good citizen.
Hehehe. Tuh ada bekar lagi. Among.
Greetings. I brought you...
Toa kapat.
Dear God, I must be. I'll fill my belly and eat. Who should I thank?
Sorry.
Be that as it would be with you.
Usually there are many beggar here. Benar pada ketiduran ini mah. Iya, streamku bosan kali memang pada ketiduran. Nanat kenapa masih di sini nak? Malah ditanyain. Oi,
The Lord be
makanan.
sweet, G. I'll fill my belly and even have some left over for tomorrow.
Ini
Who
bapak
do
kalau
I
ngomong
thank
suka
for this?
negative thinking banget.
Sorry.
Be that. God be with you, sir.
Farewell. Greetings.
Adakah beggar lagi beggar? Oh. Barang-barang curiannya nggak bisa dijual dulu. Nanti ketahuan kalau itu barang curian. Nyanyilah Mor. Nyanyi apa ya? Positif pak, pada ketiduran karena suaramu cocok banget buat ASMR. Mic-nya aja jelek. Mic-nya nggak jelek, aku aja nggak pandai ngaturnya. Please. Seharusnya banyak beggar di sini. Ini kan dekat gereja. Ada gila-gila ya Nanat. Kenapa Nanat ada gila-gila ya kau bilang? Apa salah Nanat dibilang ada gila-gilanya? Tinkle tinkle little star, penek no pembing kui. Are you a beggar? No. Baru sumpah sakit banget, baru jatuh. Dari pohon aku tuh lagi nyantai di atas pohon, terus waktu mau turun jatuh, mau sumpah sakit banget. Ngapain lah manjat-manjat.
Sweet Jesus, who do I thank?
I'm sorry.
Modest. See you later.
Oh, people, show mercy!
Oh ini ada.
Good day.
I'm bringing.
Dear God. I must be. I'll feed my whole family. Who sent?
Sorry.
Your modest. You have my. Would be with you, sir.
Help. Welcome, sir.
I'm bringing.
Dear God. I'll find.
I'm sorry.
You have my. Would be with you, sir.
Apakah ada di dalam? Kayaknya di dalam gak ada ya. Sedikit lagi ini. Mantap Elmar, kamu pasti temennya Kunti sampai rumahku. Lu aja baca kalau suara Mori buat ASMR gak kebayang aku. Kenapa emang suaraku? Kau tidak suka suaraku? Suaraku kan juga bagus. Oh itu ada satu lagi tuh.
Don't move a muscle. I have to.
Good day, sir. Dear God, I'll film. Who should I?
Sorry.
Modesty. Well, sir.
Nah, menjijikkan ya Mor. Ayo. Tingkah lu pada petakilan terus buat ASMR jadi aneh. Mana ada aku petakilan? Aku kan bersahaja, anjay. Bersahaja. Bahasanya bagus sekali. Karismatik, bersahaja, sweet, lovely, dan tidak cabul. Suara Mori kan emang bagus. Iya. Sing so can't as my power over you.
I did what you asked me to do.
Great. So you're
The chest is empty.
and you left the cabbage fest.
No.
Oh, never mind. What about the beggars?
That fed as many people as...
You're a hero. Folk will
Itu yang
really
terakhir apa
appreciate
maksud?
that, you know.
Stop pak, aku merinding.
never
Emang
eaten
bagus,
like
tapi
this
karena
before.
dia takilan
Now,
jadi
that
aneh.
wasn't
Kan
so
takilan
hard,
nyanyi
was
apa itu
it?
coba?
And that feeling of
Itu lagu The
satisfaction.
Phantom of
We may
Opera.
not be any richer,
Sing
and
a
yet-
song.
You know what? I'm beginning to understand.
See? And now, just before I tell you more about it, I'm sure there are... And Goliath, he's the best...
You said you...
Well, you might have noticed there's some houses in Cooten.
What symbols?
Kind of little markings you'd easily miss if you don't know about them. But you'll spot them if you keep your eyes peeled.
What are they for?
Keren Mor, kayak
Before
suaranya
we
di
was
tahun
here,
1980-an
before the
Mor,
guild,
yang di Eropa. Iya,
even
opera.
before Sigismund turned
Lagu
up,
opera.
this whole place was under the thumb of another gang. They didn't have a name, and they wasn't aiming at a greater cause like us. They was mostly thieves, but it was hard to get the drop on them.
And they use these symbols.
They thought them up.
And what were they for?
It was a way of marking houses. One of the crew drew a symbol to send a message.
Smart idea.
Being able to use them symbols would come in plenty handy for us. We tracked down one of the old gang recently. His name's Hinek.
Hinek?
But he used to call himself Greaser. He was a bit of a know-it-all and made fun of everything. I sent Hogg to find out the meaning of the symbols from him. But I'd rather someone else.
Where can I find this Hinek Greaser fella?
I'm glad you're up for it. His house is on the edge of the check quarter, near the gate. For now, Henry.
Of course. I apologize.
Henry, come over here.
What, Knuckles?
Careful.
What do you want, Knuckles?
Henry, come over here.
Chenyak wants me to do something.
What does he want this time? That idiot would be better off finding himself a woman instead of thinking up. Let me guess. It's something real
I'm supposed to keep an eye on Hogg, who went to find out the meaning of the old thieves' symbols around Kuttenberg.
And what do you think about it? Are you...
Most likely. What do you think?
What do you think about it?
I think it's a great opportunity for...
You think so?
Look here, friend. If you find out something about them symbols and tell me, and I mean only me, they ain't just any old symbols. They're thieves' symbols, see?
I'll have to think.
Don't wear your brain out. There ain't nothing to... When you find out more about them symbols, you know where to find...
What can you tell?
I'm not... Let me...
So what?
Ada gila-gilanya Moro udah naik pohon buat nyantai, dia bilang dia suka suara Moro Puja.
Don't you have... Listen, believe it.
Kenapa kau tidak suka kalau ada orang yang berkata positif terhadapku? Dasar kau sirik. Wahai manusia sirik, terbakarlah kau di api neraka. Nauzubillahi min zalik. Maafkan aku. What symbol? Oh? Tidak tertarik sama yang lain. Thief's Hood. Quick Finger Potion. Ini rumah pencuri. Hawk Thiever. Iya aku tahu orangnya aja agak-agak makanya suka nyanyi lagu aneh sekali. Ih lagu opera mana aneh, nggak sopan nggak sopan. Masa bilang lagu opera lagu aneh? Ih. Viralkan.
Stop! Halt! Who's there? Oh, just you. Corva, you really startled me there. You've got to help me.
What are you doing?
What the fuck happened here?
Well,
He fell. He looks more like he got the shit beaten out of him.
oh look.
I think it'd be better if you told me the truth.
Well, Chenyak sent me to go and ask about them symbols.
And
Continue.
what happened next?
He was laughing
Ada
in
channel
my
SM
face.
sore itu mirip kau juga Mor. Ada serak-serak gitu. Gak mau nyoba SMR juga lah Mor. Bingung aku kayak mana
I
caranya.
lost it and gave him a bit of a slap. Only he caught another one from the table on the way down and...
Chenyak had a hunch this might happen. Did you find out anything about the symbols?
When I start seeing red...
Do you remember anything at least?
He talked to me in riddles. So I tell him I ain't no little kid.
And then?
When he saw the smoke coming out of my ears, he said he'd show me some, but that annoyed me even more.
Was there something written on it?
Well, how should I know? I gave him... Take a look at it yourself. I read he had some parchment on him. I can't read. Take a look yourself.
That red wolf, yeah. A vineyard in the town.
I can't read.
Strange, but who knows? And yet there is this. Apa itu? By the water, no, to keep your eyes open so what you can tell shortly after.
So?
Yes, but unfortunately for you,
Della.
something about a vineyard and running water.
The bastard. He's fucking with us, even from beyond the grave.
Well, it's our only lead.
Jahat banget mau aku viralin kamu ya. Viralin please. Viralin aku biar aku makin terkenal. Viralin. Aku butuh jadi viral.
Chenyak has the quickest wit of all of us. If you can't crack it, you can ask him. But
Halo Lian, kasih udah hampir Lian.
don't tell him nothing about me. You won't come up with nothing new. Excuse me.
I need to look around this house. Meat, I don't need meat. Lockpick. Rumah maling. Cellar door. Cellar?
Key's pretty rusty. Can't have been used for quite a while.
Cellar? What do you mean cellar?
Go and see if you can find that house.
Dead in the morning. Poor thing. 2 popes, heretics.
Bisa tangganya kita taruh situ.
Farewell. Bye. Take care.
Cellar sama ceiling sama nggak? Oh, udahlah nggak bisa. Halo KJ, balik lagi KJ. Makasih KJ. Find the old thief's hideout. Kingdom Come Deliverance II. Find the old thief's hideout. The riddle points a water fountain fainter state. If you wait until midday, you will know that the shadow point to the trader shop. This corner, if you sneak into the back and climb down the stairs, you will come across the lockbox with parchment containing the symbol of the Chenik was looking for. Okay. Ya Allah, pohon kelapa deh banyak. Pohon kelapa kan nggak bisa dipakai buat duduk-duduk. Nanti aku manjat pohon jambu aja lah. Yang lain pada kemana Kak Nanat? Lagi sibuk dengan urusannya masing-masing. Kira kita bakal ngerjain main mission, akhirnya ngerjain side mission juga.
I don't have anything.
All right.
Hine. Oh, a vineyard by the shore.
A in the pub.
Well.
Good afternoon.
I could use.
If it's there.
Gak ada yang bisa bodoh nih orang nih. Aku aja tahu lewat internet. Kak Jeki, sepertinya kamu salah orang di sini. Nanat ada 2. Gak sih Pak Mo? Gak ingat aku. Mungkin lah ya.
Good afternoon.
Hola.
Ada yang bisa aku jual kah? Hear ye.
Word about. How's
you? Aye. Und viel Glück für die Zukunft, mein Herr.
Kochst du heute Abend?
Ja, ja.
You're not allowed here.
All the food will reach its intended destiny without even a crumb going astray. Nobody will be forced to share his food, of course, but the city has pledged 12
Moon snaps.
wagon loads of food to the army. And I'm sure you'll agree that if it...
Nunggu sekolah panan enggak, aku belum pernah lihat namamu KJ. Parah banget Pak, mau lupain orang kalian nggak pernah datang lagi, apa yang kau harapkan? Aku aja masih ingat Nanat aja, udah bersyukur lah seharusnya.
Fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
The real point of it, if you wait until midday, you will note that the shadow point to the trader's shop in the corner. If you sneak into the back and climb down the stairs, you will come across a logbook with parchment and symbols looking for it. Okay.
Most likely a poor scholar. He thought I wouldn't see him, but he doesn't know me. Tried to steal, did he? Aye, but I caught him just as he was stuffing the goods in his back. Imagine, he even threatened me when I called the guards.
Scum like that need to be put in their place. Clap them in the pillory, I say. They'll think.
Oh ya, gimana ya kita taktiknya? Cok minum ini dulu, save dulu.
Time.
I'm sorry.
What's that? Oh, it's you. Sorry.
Kochst du heute Abend?
Ich glaube nicht. It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Alah. Ada. Get nitip bentar mau Oke, bye bye. Nitip apaan? Udah sana El Shushu. Mori Otsu dulu ya, mau obatin luka di rumahku sakit, kena marah aku sama mamaku. Mor katanya ada aja kau ini kayak monyet kelakuan. Dikatain kayak monyet bah.
Forget the swill from Burgundy and Tuscany. The best wine comes from Czech soil. You silly doggy. A sweet red, a sparkling white, a taste that will caress your soul. Forget the
Okay.
swill from Burgundy.
Pickpocket successful. Saatnya menunggu malam. Halo, lalu Nia, makasih udah mampirnya. Pak mau apa tuh? Aku takut nanti kalau aku udah lulus SMP mau kemana sama. Aku aja sampai sekarang masih bingung mau ngapain. Makanya aku cari Vtuber aja. Saatnya memulai pekerjaan kita lagi. Oke. Sebelum itu kita save dulu. Jadi kalau ada apa-apa nggak jauh kali ulangnya. Turun ke bawah.
Nobody's opened this door in ages.
It's pretty musty in here. This is no regular cellar.
This must be it.
Dapat. Keeping gold at home is surely not the wisest a thief may find. Blah 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 blah. Get out of here, you foolish fellow. Here, but no food you will find. You have no fear in the gallows. Hear my warning. If you got mine, with loot in your pockets, you can go to the market. Best find a buyer who willing to take it. This customary for rooms, houses. It'll be joined. When you want to sleep and there is no bed, no place you had to lay, go behind the house and there you can sleep upon the hay. Itu dia kode-kodenya. Pak, ya aku mau pergi aja, ceblet. Aduh. Mau, tapi aku mau juga jurusan komputer, sedangkan orang tuaku maunya farmasi kedokteran. Ya mama aja lah yang kuliah suruh. Bilang aja gitu. Aku nggak kuat kalau farmasi atau kedokteran, bilang lah gitu. Duit. Ini housewife. Ini sopo? Leneve Renova. Dia tidur bukan sama istrinya. Wah, ada apa ini? Tak ketahuan kah? Please jangan sampai ketahuan, please. Bang Mori dari anime apa? Dari anime apa aja lah. Hello mate. Hello Eric. Makasih udah mampir Eric. Apa kabar Eric? Halo Nia, anak bayi. Halo Almira, makasih udah mampir Almira. Memori dari anime apa? Oh, udah aku baca tadi ya. Bodoh lagi aku.
God bless.
I've deciphered the meaning.
Fantastic.
Well, it was pretty confusing.
And what about Hog?
He helped me find.
Great.
All the symbols are on this.
Let me see. Imagine the look.
Here they are.
tunnel market, and I saw this symbol for riches on the house right next. You can go and check it out if you...
Do you have any more work?
Not just now, but something's coming. I'll send for you when the...
Okay. Nah, sebelumnya dibaca apa kabar nih, long time no see. Halo Nia. 136 145 lebih kuat itu. Nak dijual. Keeping gold at home is surely not the wisest. A thief might find it even if you lock it in nice chests. Best found buyers. This customary for rooms in a house. Baik, jarang nongol karena lagi sibuk tidur-tiduran dan guling-guling. Mantap. Hello mate, am I late? No, you're not, Eric. A little bit. For 1 hour. Kita ketahuan. Ketahuan rupanya, sial. Ulanglah. Bisa nih milik kawannya. Bang Mori kapan punya cucu? Punya anak aja belum tahu lagi. Baik Pak Janggar. Kirain dah manten. Saya bapak kalau bisa milikku kasihkan ya. Bohong, serius. Gue aja nggak tahu bakal punya anak atau enggak. Aku takut punya anak. Aku takut aku tidak bisa menjadi orang tua yang baik. Jadi aku tidak nekat. Paling tidak belum siap lah. Kalau sekarang sangat-sangat tidak siap, duit dari mana? Kasihan anaknya ntar. Kalau cucu lagi setelah cicit panggilannya apa? Cupang. Lah calon udah ada Mor? Nggak ada juga sih. Tapi apa salahnya kan berandai-andai. Ntar anaknya diajak live stream plus memori. Curut bukannya tikus ya. Bapak aku nggak tahu aku nih ya.
Nice.
I've deciphered the
Phantom. And what a...
He helped.
Great! All this, let me imagine.
Here they are.
Tunnel, and I saw you could have any, not just.
Excuse me.
Middle-aged Europe, fascinating but terrifying at the same time. Yeah, because these people is barely taking a bath, maybe like once a year or once in the lifetime. This guys is really dirty, like dirty on another level. Now let's do the main mission. Yay. Yep, really dirty, like damn, they throw toilet waste on the street. Exactly. They don't flush, they don't wipe. They eat after they take a shit without washing hands. And like mana kita mau nyari ini? Find goat skin. How do I find the goat skin? Goat skin.
Keep close to the others.
Goat skin.
God be with you, my friend.
Yeah.
On. Do you know anyone named Goatskin? Well, at least this place is quite clean. No, it's not. Look at this. Shit. Shit. Shit.
Hey. Come up to swords and then hard from Frankfurt.
Katanya lah Google niya. Kingdom Come Deliverance II. Goat skin. While progressing through the mentoring game, especially while taking into the underworld, you will be tasked with tracking down a spy known as Godskin. Yeah, it's a charming name for a charming man. As soon as you, but this whereabouts prove somewhat troublesome, as no one quite knows where to find him, except perhaps the girls he's sweet on. Here's where to find him. Where to find Goatskin. Venturing throughout the cotton bed, searching for Goatskin, you will inevitably stumble upon the local tavern, Black Horse Tavern. Then the cities are the tavern keeper known as this man, but he will give you a lead. A young woman Goatskin is without. Okay, copy that. Always talk to the innkeeper, the tavern owner. In the eyes may be clean, but when you smell it, you can die instantly. Yeah. Probably like that. Real pure real. Emang KJ ngerti? Maafkan aku KJ. Isn't this place open yet? Innkeeper.
Good day to you. I'm looking for someone called Goatskin. I hear he hangs around here.
Panghinaan sekali, kira aku nggak bisa bahasa Inggris sama sekali.
That mangy piece of shit. He turns up on the street now and then, but he never shows his face in my alehouse. No Germans come here. Some Glück.
Goatskin is German.
Goatskin's German? I didn't know that.
Goatskin's above all a slippery bastard who can't be trusted. I've no idea what language
Gini-gini lah
he
bahasa Inggris
speaks,
sus
but I do
90.
know
Wih,
he
gila,
likes
mantap,
robbing
mantap, mantap.
Deutscher merchants, and they don't come in here.
Okay. Have you?
It sounds like you're not too fond of Germans.
It's the local yakkers who can't stand them. I've got nothing against them fuckers myself. If you've got glint, come in and make yourself at home.
Tunjukkan
If you ain't,
bahasa Inggrismu.
fuck off.
Malas piu, malu ko. Aku nak mendalami bahasa Medan aja weh.
Any idea where I might find Goatskin then?
You could try asking in the bathhouse, behind the yards in Hrada Quarter. They get a lot of well-heeled Deutschers in there. And some young wench there's been seeing Goatskin for a while now.
Thanks.
Okay.
That's all I need to know.
I helped you out, didn't I? Don't. I'll have a...
I wanna buy snaps.
I'm glad you found...
What's...
Nothing much. If you're looking...
To the bathhouse. Ta-ta-ra-ta-ta. Dang, impressive Pak Janggar. To the bathhouse. Wow, wow. Where's the girls?
Welcome, sir.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives. Why you even look...
He knows some things that I'd like to know too.
What would he know? A mangy vagabond.
Do you know where he might be?
How should I know? If I knew, I'd have to... He'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone.
Why does he choose to rob Germans?
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one. Haven't you noticed that?
Could you tell me where exactly he robbed the customers?
Hard to say. You know how it is. Drunk and merry gents who... But it usually happens somewhere near the
Temen
Black
aku
Horse.
makan ya biar
And those lanes
kalau
there.
aku dimarahin
The
ada
bastard
alasan.
stays clear
Oke.
of the main streets. For good reason.
Kenapa dimarahin? Dimarahi kalau makan.
Have you got any German customers here now?
What do you think? No, because words got round. Except Udo. He couldn't care less, it seems.
And is Udo here?
No, it's too early for him. He usually comes later in the evening. I reckon.
You know Goatskin seeing one of your...
What? Nonsense. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past my girls, but I can't believe that
That's what I heard.
everyone badmouths whores. You know what it's like. Nobody stands up for them. But if it's true, then as soon as I found out who, she'll be out on her arse.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I reckon he'd be keen.
I need a bath.
What'll it be this?
I need my wounds treated and my clothes washed.
All right.
I'll gladly...
Great.
Okay, mandi. I can feel the British accent in this game. Even though the setting is in Republic Czech, but they use a British accent.
There, all clean and... Greetings, sir. What would you like?
I'm looking for a...
Aye, he turns up now. The bastard's ruining my business.
That's not very nice. And you wouldn't...
You better...
This is not your favorite
I thought
format.
you bathhouse girls stuck together. What have you got against Mary?
There's a limit to everything. As soon as you mess with someone's livelihood, you ain't no sister to anyone. She can marry that cripple for all I care, but when he robs our guests and ruins our reputation, she should grab him by the balls herself and... Oh.
Is that all you know about?
Ain't that enough for you? I'm not here to know stuff.
Okay,
Thanks,
okay.
If you find it, be with you.
Mary. Where are you, Mary? You here somewhere, Mary?
I'll
Mary!
give you some sweet nectar. And then...
Christ! Pardon me.
Mary?
Greetings.
I'm looking for a fella called Goats.
There's plenty of fellas come to me looking to see some skin. But
It's
you're
not
the
what I'm
first
talking
who
about.
wants goat skin. I've heard the name, though. He's some vagabond.
Aye, that's him.
I don't mix with his sort, so I reckon I can't help you. Go and see Madame Beata, and we can... See you later.
Gotcha.
Be with you?
I'm looking
Don't think so.
for some vagrant.
Do I look that rough? Like, if you're looking...
Thanks.
I'll be with you.
I'm looking for...
There's plenty of fellas. I've heard the name.
Aye, that's him.
I don't mix with his sort. Go and see Madame Bear. Take care now.
Now what should I...
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
God be with you.
I'm looking...
Everyone.
Any idea where I'm on?
Since it's you, I can't tell you where to find him. But I can. The girl's name is...
Thanks.
Farewell.
Kapan piano, kapan.
No, sorry.
Careful.
Hangka.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Ih, konci na si Hangka nih. Hangka.
Even think about groping me like last time.
Like last time? What are you talking about like last time? I never grove you. I never touch you. What the fuck?
I give them a head and neck massage as well.
Out of
They give
nowhere?
Their backs a proper kneading.
I have more questions.
Again?
Thanks.
Good afternoon.
Have you got anything good to drink here?
Of course I do, handsome. Would you like some? And then maybe we can have a bit of fun. Oh,
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
here you go.
Cheers.
Some strong stuff.
It'll make you feel real good. But now, how do you like to have a little fun?
Wait a minute.
I'm looking for goat skin.
Nah, you're a good-looking fella. What would I want with some goat skin when I've got a handsome young buck right? I couldn't care less about your...
But I do. And the girls here tell me you know him quite well.
So, you're not here to have a good time. Shame. I know goat skin. But don't expect me to tell you anything. He's lying low, and for good reason.
Okay.
Why is he hiding? Who from?
How should I know? He's never far from trouble. Goes with his trade, doesn't it?
Where is he hiding?
I don't know. And even if I did, I don't see why I should tell you. That's why he's hiding. So strangers like you don't find him.
How about some coin?
I take coin for a lot of things, but never for ratting.
Okay.
Come on now. Do I really look like someone who'd want to hurt him?
No, you don't.
You see? I'm trying to help Goatskin. But I can't do that if I don't know where he is.
Exactly.
Help him? With what?
With this situation he's in. It's complicated. And the less you know, the better.
All right. I understand. He gets me into enough trouble as it is.
There you go.
Yay.
So where is he hiding?
There's a yard behind the bathhouse leading to a side alley. Right next to it is the Black Horse Tavern. And at the opposite end, you'll see a barn behind a wall. There's a funny little window at the top. That's where.
Copy that.
I'll look for it.
Help him, will you?
I'll see what I can do.
Take care, sir.
Let's go.
I apologize.
Tahu itu lagu apa? Lagu SpongeBob pas dia kejebak dalam gua, pas apa bikini bottom berangin kali dia kejebak dalam gua karena dia didekati sama ubur-ubur aja. Macam mana cara masuk ke sana? Halo Maca, apa kabar Maca? Long time no see Maca. Hey hey. Naik ke sini. Got you, Godskin. More fans nomor 1 SpongeBob.
Someone's looking for you again. Hey, do you hear me? Some stranger was asking about you. You hear me?
Me?
Damn shit for brains. I should have dropped you like a bad apple long ago. You'll be the death of me. Hey, you're get out here. Go skin, you hear me? Get out here.
Eh, ini dia. Oi.
Hey, are you Goatskin by any chance?
I
have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his
Pak
God
mau
if he
sholat
wants.
dulu. Oke, di sini belum azan. Oke, Pak Janggara. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. SpongeBob yang bagus menurutku pas masuk jadi cool. Aku cuma suka pas movie-nya doang. SpongeBob sekarang itu aneh kali, kayak Happy Tree Friend. Dia banyak kali gore-nya. Aneh kali.
Who the hell is Samuel?
You weren't sent by Sam.
I wouldn't be asking you if I was, would I?
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll kill me otherwise.
I've got friend in high places. I can help you.
I get that, but do you think they'll just forget about it? How long do you intend to hide?
Until I have enough. You know, glint to take off.
Well, I could help you with that. I know a lot of people. Getting you out of town won't be a problem. If you help me, I'll help you.
That sounds, you know, promising. But I still need coin. I can't just pack up and take off.
Coin shouldn't be a problem.
I know somewhere you can hold up.
I know somewhere you can hole up. Help me, and I'll pay you back.
Well, I'd like to know what place you have in mind, innit?
Do you know the Devil's Den?
But it's a shithole. They ain't too fond of me neither. And the feeling's mutual, like, to tell the truth.
Aye, but you're thinking of the band that used to be there. Now it's my comrades who have it under their thumb. Just tell them Henry sent you, and they'll let you stay a while.
Yep.
If you help me, that is.
That don't sound too bad.
Hey, SMR, I
Folks are
forgot
getting
what your
fed up
name
with me,
is.
yeah?
Namanya
What'll it
Eric.
cost me?
Just some information.
Namanya Eric, dia orang Indonesia juga.
That's all.
All right. What do you want to know?
I heard you were spying for some nobleman. Is that true?
I was doing nothing but, you know, like, I was spying for 2 weeks.
Who is
this
Samuel?
Samuel you're so afraid of?
He just hired me. He's one of them lot. You know, them Jews, innit? He was nice to me till I started blathering.
Do you know where I could find this Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it, and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out.
You know.
They ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
You know, innit? What do you know about
Have you ever heard the
Liechtenstein?
name Liechtenstein?
Liechtenstein.
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, I mean, about this, what's his name? Liechtenstein.
What exactly did he say? Did he speak about him in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name. I don't pay much heed to things that what don't concern me.
Funny names, I don't pay much yet.
And you call yourself a spy?
Watch it, mate. I remember things well enough, but only what they pays me to remember. I ain't gonna, you know, fill my head up with shit that don't concern me for free.
Jesus wept. What is it you did as a spy?
Mostly I was standing guard in front of that palace, you know, like Rutard's place. I was watching for
I promise I won't
who's going in
forget your
and
name
out,
again.
you know,
Assalamualaikum
who,
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
where,
Habis ngurus
when,
berbisa.
and
Halo Siva,
And
makasih
what
sudah
went on
mampir
there?
Siva.
Well, people was coming and going, all sorts of nobles, and I'd tell Samuel what colours they was carrying, see? I was good at that. I remember pictures good, you know?
I'll be going then. And you should disappear. Now you've got somewhere to go.
Alright, listen, now you've helped me out, I'll be hitting the road, soon at any rate. So I can let you have something. It won't be no use to me anyways.
I'm all ears.
I put some things aside. It's a well-hidden stash, but it ain't easy to get to it. And I ain't gonna risk it now.
Where is it?
Sounds interesting. Where is it?
In them secret, you know, tunnels under the city.
Tunnels? Secret passageways? Stop blethering and tell me where it is.
I ain't blathering. It's in the passageways beneath the city. I can find it. I've learnt the way. And if you give me a couple of groschen, I can teach you too. You can clear out my stash, and judging by the look of you, knowing your way round, you know, underground like, that ought to come in handy for you, innit?
Innit?
Look, Goatskin, just because I was nice to you once, doesn't mean you can fuck with me now. Tell me what you know right this instant, or I'm gonna lose my temper.
Well, no need to fly off the handle, like, I'll tell you, of course. I was just thinking...
Goatskin, spit it out!
Oh, all right. It's like this. I know them passageways because I got my hands on this map, like. This old thief gave it to me. And when I, you know, got it in my head, like, I flogged it, see?
A treasure map? You're yanking my pizzle, aren't you?
No. I swear, on my Mars soul. It ain't a treasure map, it's a map of what's below ground.
Big difference. Where's this map, then?
I flogged it to this thief. Angel, he called himself.
Called himself? So this angel is back in heaven now, is he?
Aye, he was hanged outside the city walls. He's still swinging there. And I know he had that map sewn into his coat. It were his most prized possession. But watch out, the gallows is guarded to stop quacks cutting off the dead bodies, bits and pieces, fingers and that, like.
Thanks. You've been a great help.
That's me through and through, innit? I'd better be off, like. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
Off you go.
He can teach us skills.
Christ, pardon me.
Wait.
I'd like...
What is this?
I heard...
I'll tell you.
Mori itu karakternya bisa kerja role apa aja ya? Enggak juga. Pokoknya kita ada misinya lah. Kerjanya jadi knight.
I'd like to learn...
What are...
Being quiet.
He can teach us some pickpocketing skill situation, but quite useful. You know my skill is already this far. 26, February 29. I'm good at it. I'm so good at it. When you draw life, it's just someone I said about it. 1929 craftsmanship, 22, 24, 26, 26, 26, 30. Survival is already full. Noise 100%. Kita sangat bising kalau jalan. Persuasion, coercion, impression, domination, presence, intimidation, speech. If you better qualify, if you better come back, you Dang, some stealthy thief. Of course I am. Akhirnya bang, aku di perpisahan. Aku udah perpisahan, tapi yang mau disedihin adalah nggak bisa ketemu dia. Sudahlah. Siva hidupnya masih panjang, masih bisa ketemu yang lain lagi, Siva. Talk to Samuel. Go to Samuel. Aku masih pengen main, tapi badanku udah mulai capek. Oh, bentar, udah bisa dijual belum? Belum bisa. Oh, nenek.
Where you're going next time.
Assalamualaikum.
Good afternoon. Ausgeht.
What do you...
1.400 duit dia.
I'd like to just...
Ja, finally. Danke und viel Glück für die Zukunft, Mann.
1424,1.
What do you need? Hola.
I'd like to...
Well... You see... Thank you, sir.
Nice, 1.600. Banyak sekali duit. So I have played Roblox for 6 years. I like to watch a lot of Warhorse YouTube channel. You play Roblox too? Itu si Eja, Ana, sama kadang main Roblox juga. Alhamdulillah.
I'd like to do... What would you...
You must... Sehr gut. I can agree. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
1.500 wih, banyak sekali uangnya. Well, most best YouTube channel I've watched is from this channel called Offending Everybody. Never heard of it before. Hey, hey. Di elite pinter aku enggak. Ambek kat. Halo KJ, makasih sudah back KJ. What are you doing?
I wouldn't. That's stim and
What are they building?
not building.
Oh,
It's not all.
and now they
You know, ever since. So they
wouldn't.
yeah, and on plus.
Teach me new fighting
Und Leute,
technique.
weißt du, es ist zwar, das ist nicht. Gut, also nun und jetzt.
Belajar dulu, aku aja masih kurang banget bahasa Inggrisnya. Aku aja duluan mau cuci piring dulu, oke?
Ja. Und Leute, let me show. I have. Willst du es? Ja, open up. Und jetzt.
Kenapa di sekitarku teman-temanku pada ranking sedangkan aku enggak? Belajarlah kalau mau ranking.
Ja.
Cuma itu satu-satunya jalan.
Und Leute, what is? I'm in alt. And Leute, what is? I hope. All right. And Lloyd's fine. I'd like to. What is? I'd like to. All right.
Ajari aku terus, Pak.
I'd like. There's no. I'd like to look. There's no time for it now.
Oke, Elmore, goodbye. Aku sudah dipanggil dokter. Bye-bye. Gak ada pintunya. Tavern.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins. What's that?
You can't just...
What was that now? So it's you.
You can't be here. Oh. I'm sorry.
All right. I'll wait outside. Anyway, but of ending everybody, I've made reaction video about his video, which animal can you beat, and my viewers wants more. Do it then. It's great. You have audience. Mak-mak aku dimarahi cuman perkara nangis, mak-mak.
Oh, fine.
Ada apa dengan mak-mak?
You can't be
Oh,
here.
belum boleh. Samuel.
God be with you.
Sholem, are you lost?
What do you think Goy means?
It means you do not belong.
It means nation in Hebrew. So you're just a...
Good one. All right. But I suggest you do not repeat it around these. Not everyone is as tolerant as I.
So I'm looking for someone called Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right. I'm looking for a John of Liechtenstein. I heard you or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot, but I do not see why he should tell you.
Because it isn't just anyone looking for him.
It isn't just anyone looking for Liechtenstein. It'd be better for Samuel to say what he knows, if he doesn't want any unnecessary trouble.
I do not care who sent you. You will not impress me like...
So how can I impress you?
Impressions are worth nothing. I'm only of interest to you Goyim when you need something. To you...
All right.
An exchange. Something... I have this one problem none of my...
I'm just the man for the job.
Well, if your people can't handle it, why not?
You are no better than my people. But unfortunately, they were all born under our star, and that is a problem in this case.
I understand.
You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse.
Well, some of you killed children and still doing it until now. They want me to react. Who has the best stats? Are you serious? That video is talk about if every type of people was in video game. What would that stat be?
I've never heard anything like that before.
You must be deaf then. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them. Find out what they are planning.
Fine.
All right. I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about Liechtenstein.
Agreed. They usually meet at the start of the day.
At the start of the day according to my calendar or yours?
I see you're in the know. At the start of my day, so when the first 3 stars come out.
Right. So they meet after sunset. The miners' district, an abandoned house with a small yard by the ramparts.
That's right. I reckon you can still catch up with them there today. If you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning.
Aku kan tadi kelepasan topi Madasi. Bangun aku ini nggak nangis, ma guruku disuruh nangis, sedangkan aku nggak bisa nangis, tapi aku malah ketawa. Aku juga waktu sungkeman temanku pada nangis, aku juga sama temen sama kayak aku doang yang nggak nangis. Guruku bilang gini, oh kok nggak nangis sih? Ya cuman mana bisa dipaksa ya kan?
And then you'll tell me how to find Liechtenstein?
That was my promise.
Copy that. Anti-Semite meeting. Anti-Semite meeting. Okay. And where is it? There it is.
I'd like...
I have... Ist es... Ja, genau. Also, jetzt...
Skip. Selamat pagi dunia tipu-tipu. Halo Mauli. Makasih sudah hampir Mauli. Mauli pilih 002 ya. Aduh.
I'd like to... Alright.
Oh ya, daftar SMP-nya pakai itu kah? Link dari pemerintah gitu nggak? Aku tuh pelepasan pengen ketawa terus. Menyala ganjanya Wak Kaja. Bukan ganja itu. Kapan startnya tadi? The meeting won't begin after sunset. I have to wait. US Desember ganja emas, ganja elit. Astagfirullah. Bukan ganja itu. The sun is setting already. Ada cutscene-nya.
Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Kurwa, what are you doing, Moishe?
Futsa Kapora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
You wanna fight against me?
Starben.
Aish. Pedangnya nggak diambil sama si Henry Pau.
Useless.
Mary in heaven.
Don't come.
Das stimmt.
Oh.
Wait! Don't kill him.
You're gonna beg for mercy? After this?
We can make a deal.
Oh.
We have some of your people, we can exchange them.
Our people? What the hell are you talking about?
We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you.
Huh?
No, I'm after Liechtenstein because I need to talk to him. I'm not his enemy. But if you know where he is, you better take me to him. Right now.
I have my orders. I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. Especially
So you're
not someone
lying
who just beat
to
my
me.
2 best men. I'm not a fool.
Right. I'll go unarmed. If that'll convince you.
Pedang bapaknya dikasihnya. Udah lah dapatnya, capek ya, bukan main kemarin. Martin M. Nama
I'll trust
bapaknya.
But in return, you have to trust me. You can't see where we're going.
Okay.
All right. But no tricks.
Those are the rules.
Keren kali. Henry.
Wait. Who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbour's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure, but he says he knows you and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry.
You know me.
On of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort and bodyguard.
Aku nggak ingat dia.
Quite. But tell me, what brings you here?
Well,
First Capon.
That's quite a long story, sir.
I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why?
Lian, makasih Lian. Mora kumulih.
They
Yata.
demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
Tell everything. Yata, makasih
not
banyak
mistaken,
Lian.
Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Disastrously.
As we were approaching Trotsky, we were attacked by bandits. They killed all our men.
What?
We only got away by a hair's breadth. And we lost everything, including the message. We ended up in rags, like beggars. They wouldn't let us into the castle. After that, we tried to get by as best we could.
Good God! I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the
Ngirim
end?
seperti nggak bisa goceng-goceng aja, tidak apa-apa demi Mori ya. Iya, makasih Lian. We did in the end.
We did.
And? What was von Berkhoff's reaction?
That bastard first used us, and then wanted to get rid of us. We only just avoided being killed.
Sacre. So there's no chance the League of Lords will turn against Sigismund?
No chance. On the contrary, von Berghoff and von Aulitz came here to Kuttenberg to be at Sigismund's beck and call.
Christ. And what are you doing here, actually?
I came
To
here with a
find
man
Kepin.
called Zizka.
Zizka? Jan Zizka of Trotsnov?
Yep. You know him?
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well. What was strange was that his band was infiltrated by Istvan Toth, if you remember.
That rat from Tarnberg. What was he doing there?
Turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
No, it was not.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side. And Istvan had to flee.
So the fucker's still alive.
Not any longer.
Udah mati dia, dibunuh. Yep. I killed him.
Well done. Let's drink to that.
To our enemy's death.
Emang pemabuk nih ada aja alasannya untuk mabuk.
Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone,
Now that will make
he
you
appeared
even more
outside the walls
confused.
of Nabakov again, with von Bergov and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund, and with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
Cannon. They blew tower and took us prisoner.
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape,
Kereta aku dingin kali coy. Udah balik. Mau balik lagi ke rumah.
for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Bergov took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
I thought you know
Your original
where
plan went
he is.
badly awry, I must say.
You can say that. Oh, your original plan went badly, I must say.
You can say that again.
For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes.
Wait, is that puffer
If only I
jacket?
knew what Jobst would say.
Looks like that.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobs just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
I must admit, I see his point. He has plans. He wants to take advantage of the truce while it lasts. And he doesn't want to provoke Sigismund into starting warring again. And he's probably right about Capon. Nobody's going to throw away the chance of a fat ransom, or waste a nice opportunity for blackmail.
It's true I can take care of myself. But the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me?
Oh, balik rumah nih
You
Gaps.
didn't take
Oh,
this risk
kirain
just to
udah
tell me
mulai.
what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon. Whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming
Aku
up.
pesen tiket yang samping jendela. Malah ibu-ibu sampingku minta tukar. Mana kursinya punya aku yang saat 11A jadi 11C lagi. Mau kasih lukanya bu. Jangan mau lah bu. Enggak lah bu. Kan udah beli yang itu.
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Kuttenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
I apologize.
No need. It's not your fault. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh, how's that?
Because you might know.
Because you move in certain circles.
And?
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
So?
You might know where they're holding him.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Well, that's fucked then.
Mm-hmm.
How the hell 3 of us conquer a fortress? And 1 of us a woman?
That's a conquest I'd like to see. It would go down in history.
The history of suicidal madness.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who will help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you
Well,
want to know before you go?
I don't know where to find you.
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right, I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace.
All right.
This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Via Argetum. Whoa. Where are we? Anjing, udah jauh-jauh aku kemarin pintunya ketutup. Nggak bisa dibuka. Astagfirullah, Mat. Buat kaget aja kau. beef tenderloin, moonshine salt. Oh, di bawah tavern itunya kita. Oke. Sorry, Pew, bad iteration. I'm trying to read more book these days. You know, try to keep my brain function from all the brain rot I've encountered in YouTube algorithm. Brain rot tung 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 sahur. Lucu kali orang tuh minta ini. Minta apa tuh namanya? Minta copyright dari tung 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 sahur. Kau aja generate AI anjing. Mau minta izin dari Garena pula. Itu kan bukan punyamu dari awal. Udah gitu orang yang buat tung 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 sahur itu rupanya anti, maksudnya dia itu ini apa tuh namanya, bodoh amat gitu sama artis yang karyanya dicuri sama AI. Jadi matilah kau pikir, rasain kena sakitnya pikiranmu sendiri.
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malishov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
You gonna fight?
Not another step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove. What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the Royal Mint Master!
Henry, open your soul. The bitch is run away.
He's one of them. Get him.
Oh.
Nice hit.
No.
We're going to fight you.
Come on, man.
You won't get away with it, bastard.
Come on, that one's heavy. What now, fucker? Good. Yeah. Smash his face in. Ah, damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
Mabuk si bodoh.
You alright, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Mikir ko balik.
My God, you're hurt.
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what? Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies.
Si Baduk. Si Pau
There aren't
malah
usually so many
mabuk.
corpses strewn about our courtyard.
In gentleman hint. Sebenarnya dia mabuk kayak gitu.
Should I get rid of them?
Absolutely not. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us
Last
off the
day
hook?
kuliah cuy,
Not for
finally.
free.
Yay.
But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? Why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scallops, squire to Laura Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Routard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you to me, Henry?
Well, my master
didn't,
didn't
sir.
sell.
Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
We are on the same side.
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either. Especially since his people started sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody
Matt,
finds out?
shut up.
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head
Speaking
on the
of
chopping
medieval
block.
Europe, I'm planning
I
to make
don't
medieval
even want
era
to
of Europe
think about what
react to
they do
modern
Rosa.
era. Do you
That's
guys
true.
think it's good?
As long as Vavak's
You don't
breathing
need
down our
our
necks,
approval
we have
for
to be
that.
careful.
You don't need our
Ulrich
idea
Vavak
for that.
von
If you think
Neuhaus.
it's good, then do it. Just
The
do
new
it.
mint
Whatever
master appointed by
the
Sigismund
result,
himself.
it is what it is.
He's had it in for
Just
us
do
ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Your name is Rose. Should I kill him?
Should I kill him?
Christ almighty!
I don't doubt you could pull it off, but it wouldn't help anything. Sigismund's people are like the Hydra. You chop off one head, and another grows back in its place. We'd just get another Vavak.
Si Pau ni mabuk dia.
Worse. No, killing won't solve anything. We have to do something else to get to him. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake die. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him executed at once, regardless of his noble blood.
That's it. We can do that. Blackmail.
Ah, I see. You want to blackmail Vavak?
It certainly wouldn't hurt to have something on him that would put him in his place for good. Some kind of evidence.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint. And we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally.
Nah, pula
My
Telex
friend
kawan tuh.
Peter of Pisek.
Aku mabuk minum ini supaya dapat energi tadi sebelum mulai misinya. Sekarang malah mabuk dia.
Italian court. He wanted to become the mint master himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions.
Orang aku kena marah sama dokternya juga. Dia bilang gini, Mor, ngapain manjat pohon? Kamu ini cewek, alasannya mau nyantai lagi. Itu bukan nyantai lagi, itu namanya menantang maut. Ya kayak mana? Memang itulah. Sedih aku Morda kena marah, mama kena marah lagi sama dokter. Ada aku marahin lagi konsep ini. Ngapain kau manjat-manjat gitu, Pau? Cari masalah aja kok. Untung gak patah. Kalau sempat patah gimana? 30 juta melayang.
Tell him the password.
Tambah kena marah lagi.
The pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Boleh nggak? Lut. Aku loot ya. Lumayan duitnya.
I'm surprised you're still standing. You must have drunk an entire cask.
Hunting sword. Terkentut dia.
Hey, what are you lying here for? This was certainly no accident. We'd better keep an eye on this place. Oh, where's that damn gravedigger? You silly doggy.
Apa baru saja aku dengar telingaku ternodai dengan suara kentut? Ya, terkentut tadi Henry-nya. Aduh, terkentut lagi dia. Halo Jampang. Halo Bang, serukah Kingdom Come Deliverance II lagi namatin yang pertama nih? Seru. Yang pertama bagus, yang kedua lebih bagus lagi. Loh, tutup. Belum buka deh. Kenapa nggak ada dari kalian bela aku? Semua marahi aku bela. Aku cuma nantai, bukan nantang, mohon bela. Bela lah aku, Wari. Aku mau ikut menghardi. Halo, Madam Beata.
My God.
Iya, aku perlu mandi.
Great.
Udahlah, bayar aja.
Excellent.
2 jam dia masih dimandikan, bajunya disuci semuanya. Ejak dipanggil abang. Ejak perempuan lah, nap-nap. Udah jelas-jelas dia pakai jilbab, di situ kau panggil dia abang lagi.
I apologize.
You're just... I'm in need.
Botak. Ini keren nih. Tapi sama kayak si Capon rambutnya.
If you can't appreciate my art, that's your...
I apologize.
Semoga aja summer nanti Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 diskon murah. Amin. Aku juga lagi menunggu, aku pengen main SpongeBob. Talk to get evidence again, Fafak. Cari Google. Get evidence again, Fafak. Aha, terus. Oke, kita masih cakap ke sini dulu. Crown. Akhirnya ada yang bela aku, makasih Kak Sipa. Aku bela Lumor kok. Kayak Nanat dong, manggilnya papi. Apa yang baru bang di Kingdom Come Deliverance 2? Cerita baru, karakter baru, gameplaynya ya sama tapi agak berbeda sedikit gitu. Kalau battle loading screen-nya jauh lebih cepat daripada loading screen game yang lama. Tapi sistem jual belinya nggak bisa merchantnya nggak bisa punya duit sampai 30.000, maksimalnya cuma 1.500, 1.700 gitu-gitu aja. Kalau di Kingdom Come Deliverance yang pertama merchantnya itu bisa sampai 30.000 duitnya, jadi kita bisa jual banyak barang sama dia. Kalau sini terbatas dan duitnya nggak bisa sebanyak di Kingdom Come yang pertama gitu.
Whoa. God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
Yeah.
And use virgin veins. Paul's son is out there without fixing props.
I don't have time to discuss it with Paul. You'll be watching it from now on, all right? Or I'll have to find another vet.
You can't just sack me, Stuart. I got this job from Ulrich von Neuhaus.
But I can make sure he knows how you run the place. That's the 5th yucca who got scrushed in here.
This is so genuine.
Be quiet. And now clear off. You can't just...
You're a Christian of Pisek?
I am. What do you need?
Kunzlin Ruthard sent me. About Via Argentum.
I see. But I'm afraid I don't have good news for Sir Kunzling. I haven't made much progress regarding the matter we discussed. I just don't have the time to investigate. I'm always needed somewhere, and there's always someone following me around.
Well, that's why I'm here. I'll help you with your investigation.
Excellent. You'd be pulling a thorn from my side. What's your name?
Henry.
All right. Listen up, Henry. Nobody can know I'm looking into it. It's a very dangerous game, but hopefully I don't need to tell you that.
Ini kejadian setelah Kingdom Come 2 atau mundur lagi setelah Kingdom Come 1, setelah Kingdom Come 1.
Come from a family of miners or smelters, do you?
My father was a blacksmith.
My father was a blacksmith.
It's a fine craft. But it won't teach you much about silver mining and processing. I'll be happy to tell you everything you need to know. Now, follow me, please. We need to talk somewhere in private. Just wait a bit longer, all right?
Okay, sir. Gak sudah sih bisa dibilang make make up lulus sekolah SD. Karena aku perpisahan Kak Piu perusahaan kelas 6 SD.
Where should I start looking?
Straight to the point. I like that. We know for a fact the silver must be getting lost somewhere on its way to the mint. That means it would be best to discreetly inspect all operations and find out where the problem is. First of all, you should ask miners from every shift how many corvs they mine in a day. After that, we'll compare the numbers to the mine record books and see.
But the yields aren't the same every day, right?
True. That's why we have to focus on one particular day. For example, the other day, on the Feast of St. Petronilla, Foreman Fet was beaming and bragging to me about how much it helped. Mined out.
Couldn't I just ask Fet?
Fet's job is to count the corvs and write the amount down in the mine book. He won't tell you any other number. We're interested in what the miners themselves have to say. They've no reason to hide anything. Nevertheless, the miners are a strange bunch. They might not be very forthcoming at first, and they have an odd way of speaking. Like calling each other Sonny, however old they are. But you'll hear for yourself. You should pretend to be really interested in them, and maybe they'll open up to you. You could be a scholar writing a treatise on silver mining, or perhaps a nobleman interested in buying a mine. Or just say I'm your distant uncle who's initiating you into the ins and outs of my job. It's up to you.
I reckon I could pose as a curious scholar.
Suit yourself. Just don't change your story so you don't arouse suspicion.
Copy
But to
that.
the point,
When I'm
each day,
graduate
3
from
shifts
madrasah
work in the
with the
shop.
singing.
Each has its foreman, or
Singing.
gaffer, as they say. The first shift is led by Frank, the second by Paul, and the third by Samko.
Kalian pada perusahaan waktu
You'll
SD
have to
aku
ask
gak ada
each one of
kecil.
them how many corvs they mine.
Aku nggak ingat.
Samko's hewers should be off work now. You'll find the other 2 shifts in the mine. Take this, so the guards will let
Udah
you in.
berapa jam bang main ini?
It's
Aku
a
udah
letter of
30
safe
jam di
conduct
KDC.
bearing my seal, allowing you free movement within the mine.
Berapa ya? 80. 80 Kingdom Come Deliverance yang pertama 132.
And what are you gonna do?
I'll return
Mantap.
to the estate to do my
Dan
job.
ini belum
What else?
setengahnya lagi.
I reckon they must be wondering where
Aku
I
banyak
am.
mutar-mutar,
Once you find out how many corvs the 3
main
shifts
side
mined on the
mission,
Feast of St.
maling,
Petronilla, return to me.
cari
We'll
duit.
compare that number to the entry in the mine book. And don't forget, don't draw attention.
Copy that, sir.
By the way, I've had the honor of meeting your brother, Peter.
Well. Small world.
He was a great help to us at Sukdal.
Even though we had some disagreements, I respect him for everything he succeeded in doing.
Seorang
If it weren't for
side
him,
mission.
I'd never have been able to do what I do.
Who owns the silver?
All the silver in the kingdom of Bohemia belongs to the king. Whether it's above ground, though I'm sure you understand, the king has a lot on his mind, and he can't be, so he leases out the mining rights to his tenants. There's a lot of money in it. That's the...
What is?
It's the whole silver, the chief, the raw, roasted.
Kita pelajari semua.
It can. Most often, nevertheless. So if some... The royal, that is why the smell is in there.
Emang the best sih KDC buat keliling dunia, ya kan? Enak. Karena dia medieval era tanpa sihir-sihiran.
The mine as the then come we follow the.
How much?
That depends.
I thought
That's right. They bear the king.
What about
those go? They have their then, and not just.
What?
Each stamp after that final.
So
yes.
How
the royal there then?
How many?
Only the men they used to. It was he, and of course.
Okay. Enter the mine, find out the mine, the amount Frank Sonis, find out the amount Paul Sonis, Samko Sonis. Wait.
Greetings to you.
I need some...
Great. Happy to be of service.
Di luar dia.
Are you Foreman? Aye. My name is Henry. I'm a student from Prague, and I'm writing a treatise on miners and mine operation.
Why should I care? Didn't you see we're off graft?
Sir Christian told me to ask about anything that interests me, and that you'll tell me.
Ah, Sonny, I'm so tired. I haven't even got the strength for it. I wouldn't mind having a game of dice, but then I'll tell you everything.
You should listen to Christian.
You should obey Sir Christian and just tell me what I want to know. You don't want him coming to you when you're off work to tell you off.
That I don't, kidder. Ask away, then.
What is the work of a miner about?
Akunku tadi di sini aku tiba-tiba nggak bisa komen sebelum jadi pindah akun.
Mostly about Alkin. Any yakker will tell you that. But
You guys should
proper
read
dress
some
is
book.
even more
Maybe
important
you could
than
expand
graft.
your
You're
vocabulary.
as weak as a midgie without it.
Or just read some words, Wikipedia or news.
So how do
It
you
can
rest?
help your vocabulary as well.
Some have a kip, some a swally, some go whoring. As for me, I played.
How do you mine ore?
Either we're on hard rock, and then no one's hewing shit, or we're hewing something soft, and then it goes grand. Only then there's not much silver in the ore, and you've got to smelt the shit out of it.
How much do you make doing?
Don't even get me started. The chink.
How many cores did you mine on?
I can we manage.
That's all.
Okay, we got one. Curiga akunku ni Kotuk Mori. Okay. Aku nggak pernah nge-TO lagi kok. Mana mungkin gara-gara aku. Ada di dalam tanah dia. Manjanya sampai dah mau mateng gitu. Ganja. Vtuber pompa. Dia aku udah 4 jam 4 lebih mau jam 5. Di bawah juga, masuk dalam tanah dulu. Masuknya dari mana? Mori, aku mau tanya, emang mereka sebenci itu sama kamu, Mor? Soalnya dari pertama aku di sini mereka ngejudge kamu. Gak tahu. Tanyalah sama orang ini, apakah mereka benci sama aku? Gak, sebenarnya orang ini sundere. Sebenarnya orang ini sayang kali sama aku. Cuman orang ini sundere, gak bisa bilangnya. Anjing ya orang ini semua nih. Kalian benci sama dia, nggak benci, sebenarnya orang ini sayang sama aku, cuman itulah sundere, nggak bisa orang ini bilangnya, malu. Anjing semuanya ini memang. What do you guys like to talk about illegal medicine? Daunnya sebenarnya itu kan daun maple, tapi dibilang orang ini itu daun ganja. Aku udah bilang itu maple, bodoh. Cuman orang ini ya cuma lagi Gimak semua.
Foreman Frank?
What you looking for, son?
Sir Christian, I'm a student at...
But you can't just amble around.
I just have a few questions.
The more we gab, the less. But make it snappy, man.
What is the word?
What's it? We can.
How exactly?
Bloody, you take and do.
How do you get?
See once. I'll take.
Can you
some?
Oh, orang yang bikin ngeselin.
How much? Less. Why do you?
Jokes di sini tuh.
I really need to know it for my work.
Nggak ada yang benci sama Mori, cuman suka ngejudge Mori aja. Kira kalian benci sama Mori. Ya orang ini haters sebenarnya. Cinta sayang kali ke Mori kok sebetulnya. Jawab dengan dada berbohong. Dasar sendiri kau anjing. You know, there's a lot of different type of illegal medicine out there, like blue crystal from Breaking Bad. Yeah, I know.
Nah, thank you. Now leave us to
The
humor.
99% thing.
Ahead of us.
Where can I find your...
What you doing here, kidder?
I've got a letter of... I'm a student.
Right?
I just need to...
Well, Gaffer.
Why wouldn't he be in the mood for talk?
Young jaybird. We hadn't even to find you. I'll be with you.
Find out. Managed by Paul Sonis. Dalam kali ini keluar yang mana nanti? Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum.
Are you Foreman Paul?
Hey! You walk like a ghost, kidder. Hold on. I don't know ye. Who are you? And what are you doing so deep in the pit?
My name's Henry. I'm a student at the... I hate to interrupt you.
He weren't just me. He kept... And now...
Come on. It wasn't your fault.
I said, will you...
Aye.
You're a cat.
Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you are the giver of gold, silver, bronze, copper...
Almighty and merciful God, our Father, you
Ano
are the
lagi
giver
Elmore?
of gold, silver, bronze, copper,
Elmore, Judge Mori, aku dukung paling depan.
and all ores and metals. I ask that you
Oke,
bless
kalau
my
bakal
brother.
ikut Judge Mori. Dasar kalian semua sunderi
May your
pantai.
holy angels save his soul from damnation. Bring his soul to
Katanya
eternal
sayang sama
glory.
Mori cuma 0,1%. Alah, jijik kali sama kau, dasar sundere kau. Kemarin aku mau pergi aja. Oh jangan Mor, jangan end stream. Nye. Kiki Angis di Permatasari banyak bohongnya.
So,
Aye. Thanks for... What is the proper...
oh, death.
Aye. On foot.
How is the...
First, we...
How much do you...
Depend... It's not...
So,
But even...
that's all...
Kapanpun kayak pantai. Don't get too personal, mate. Nah, nggak apa-apa. Aman tuh. Orang ini semuanya sayang sama aku kok. Cuman si sundiri aja nggak mau bilang. Masa bawa-bawa itu sih. Pantai. Mana janjimu Bang Mor? Pasti dilupakan. Apa janjiku? Aduh, aku jarang berjanji lah kayaknya.
Schönen Tag.
You're the local ore merchant?
Na ja.
My name is Henry. I study at the university.
Wirklich? The Horsham chef. I am... My every depend... I do...
How do you...
It takes then...
And the...
The import...
How many
When you...
How many
Sancta, entschuldigung.
Okay. Bag of nails. Ada apa nih? Kenapa banyak kali gelas di sini? Jago sekali. Oh, mamma mia. Dah, ngambil duit aja sih. Iya, luar lah. I have question. Can you have relationship or packing woman in this game? Yeah, we can have a relationship. There are some love interests, including Capon himself. You know Capon? Like gay relationship. You can have gay relationship in here.
I already know how many corps. It was 100 altogether.
Meanwhile, I looked in the mine book. How many do you think it says there?
Ini udah 3.000, 3,2. 3,20 bukan 3,200, 3,20. Masih jauh.
I'd guess it's less.
Then you'd be correct. The book lists 90 corvs extracted. That means 10 corvs of ore disappear each day. But nobody could just come along and take them. We keep a close watch on everything. The unreported corvs must be going out to smelting works with the rest of the ore. That means...
What does it mean?
This is fraud of colossal proportions. And that Foreman Fett and Herman the ore merchant are in it up to their ears.
Apa di atas emang? Mau janji mau ya janji main piano kalau udah 3.000 belum. Apa pula aku janji kalau bisa ya?
Should I go to them and accuse them?
Well, accuse? We want to hear everything they know. That means you need to talk to them. But be very careful. Being involved in the theft of silver is a capital crime, so it should be in their own interest to cooperate. Make sure to promise them no one will know about their crime. You can mention my name. When you've talked to them, come back to me and we'll figure out what to do next.
Copy that, sir. Mesti masuk bawah lagi aku.
We need to talk, Herman.
Was ist denn los?
So Christian sent me. We found
discrepancy.
How do you explain that the miner has extracted 100 corvs of ore on the Feast of St. Petronilla?
If it says 90, there must have been 90.
Stealing the king's silver is a capital crime.
I told you, I do not know anything. Foreman Fett counts the corvs here. Go and talk to...
Don't tell me you don't count them too. You wouldn't pay for more corvs than there really were.
Do you have any idea how much ore passes through my hands? How am I supposed to... Besides, miners can lie and say they...
All 3 crews agreed to report more. I seriously doubt that.
Don't be afraid to tell the truth.
Look, you don't have to be afraid to tell the truth. Me and Sir Christian agreed to settle the matter quietly. We're not going to punish anyone.
I am innocent. It was
And?
Pet's idea. He came to me saying
Maksud
we were
lawan way
going
nak
to
mandi,
deliver
okay.
more calves to the
Sword fighting or
smelters
fighting
than we
nice,
would
long,
report,
sturdy, and
I would get paid for it.
worthy road.
It was going well. I have always paid for what we
Ayo
put in
Pak,
the book.
Otsu nak nonton
Then
guys.
I got some geld from Pet on the side. On the
Ya
feast
udah
of
Otsu
San
lah.
Petronilla, I was
Baru
afraid
dulu mau
they
mandi
would
papai,
be
mau
able
papai.
to tell the difference. 10 calves is 10 calves after all. Nobody at the smelting works cared at all. I am sure.
How long has this been going on?
Several months. Maybe half a year.
Is Ulrich Vavak behind this?
The Mint Master? I have no idea.
So Christian and I agreed to investigate the matter, so just act like nothing's going on. Keep doing what you do. We don't want to scare off the people who are actually responsible. Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Oke. Itu lagi siap dari misi yang ini kita udah end stream.
A word, Foreman.
Who are you? And what do you want?
I'm Henry. Sir Christian sent me.
Don't tell me one of the yakkers shat all over the outhouse and
I'm afraid it's a little worse than that.
Let Sir Christian handle it then. They're his books.
To steal silver from the king is a most serious crime. Punishable by death.
Why are you telling me this?
I learned that the miners extracted no less than 100 corves on the Feast of St. Petronilla, but the mine book says 90.
Do you think the yakkers know how to count? And they like to show off? I'm sure... Anyway, what's it to you? Don't you know? I work for Vavek, the mint master...
Aye, there's no point in denying it. Herman...
Bloody snitch.
You have nothing to fear. You're under my protection, and nothing will happen to you. I'll deal with anyone who wants to harm you. Believe me.
Oi, I'll tell you what I know. As soon as I was made head gaffer,
Otsu nggak Bang Mor, bentar lagi.
who works at the smelting
Udah 3 jam
works
ini
in
Mor
Wood,
nggak
came to
capek.
me.
Capek,
Said
cuman
someone wanted to talk to
aku
me.
masih mau
One of them.
main.
So I met this fella in the tavern in Gund, and he told me how it all works. How to cook the books like. He told me the trick was not to report some of the extracted ore, and transport it secretly to the smelters, along with the rest. He made it very clear, if I didn't play along, there was nothing I could do.
Who was that?
He never told me his name, even when I asked. I don't scare easy.
How long has this been going?
For some time now, definitely. I heard...
Where can I find it?
You can't ask Kircher any questions. They say he was drunk.
Who pays you on the side? You have to pay the miners for what they actually...
I get the extra chink from the smelting works. It's enough for the yakkers, and for...
Do you think the Mint Master, Ulrich Vav...
I don't know. I've got naught bad to say about Vavak. He treats me canny whenever he shows. He says if Christian gives us hassle, he'd sooner replace him than me. He really said that. The Mint Master himself.
All right. Just carry on as if nothing's happened. No one must find out we know about the fraud. Christian won't give you any trouble, nor will anyone
Coffee
else.
will give energy, or you can just insert caffeine straight into your blood vessel. I cannot drink caffeine because I have problem with anxiety. I have anxiety disorder. Well, it's not coming up for past couple of months, but yeah, my doctor said, yeah, don't drink coffee or anything that have caffeine in it. I have problem. That's it. Just so you know, Eric.
I talked to Fett.
And?
They did. I mean, I made them.
Did you tell them to keep quiet and act?
I did.
Let's see what we've got so far. Those 10 unreported calves leave for the smelting
Gusto
works from
temenin
here.
Mulio.
If silver's going missing,
Jadi kalian pada
that's
bully
where it
aku
must be
jadinya.
happening. You'll have to go and look
Bye
around
bye,
and talk to the owner, Buresh.
Alright, I see.
reckon
How
that'll be
about
tricky,
milk
though.
or hot tea?
Okay.
I'd drink milk,
Buresh is a
but
very
just a
cautious
pure
and clever
milk.
man.
No
I reckon
chocolate,
he won't
no
be happy to have
strawberry,
someone
no
snooping around his property.
anything
But he's the
else.
only one who can give you permission
Pure
to walk
white
around
milk.
the smelting works without the guards bothering you.
Something like your letter of safe conduct. How can I persuade him to give me one?
Like I said, it won't be easy. Nevertheless, I found a way you could gain his trust, at least a little. You'll pretend to be a nobleman interested in buying some smelting works, who'd like to get a closer look at his operation.
A nobleman, this...
But be careful. Baresh won't be as easily fooled as the simple pitman here. You'll have to dress like a real nobleman. That means no plate armor, or, God forbid, bloody rags. But listen, don't carry a weapon. Baresh has a morbid fear of someone threatening him. That's why he has a bodyguard with him. At all, you must come to him dressed to the nines and act impeccably, so as not to
Copy
arouse
that.
the slightest suspicion. In short, be charismatic. As charismatic as...
What should I wear?
Like I said, some decent clothes. I reckon if you don't have anything of the sort, visit a tailor in town. I'm sure he can... If you're charismatic enough, Boresh is sure to believe your intentions are good. And make sure you wash up before you go. You can't go and see him looking like some...
What else should I know about the smelting work before I go?
Ocso ko yung amor by
ore from the mines is
Susie.
crushed, ground, and then smelted. They extract silver along with all sorts of other materials from it. Then they give part of the silver to the king for the minting of groschen and sell off the rest, along with the other materials, to craftsmen.
What should I know about this Buresh before I talk to him?
He's the slyest fox of them all. He comes from somewhere in Moravia, and he moved to Kuttenberg a few years ago. He started to prosper soon after, and not even Sigismund's arrival stopped him. Now he's doing better and better. But whether that means he's involved in something shady...
I got it.
Here, I've written you a letter of introduction to take with you and give to Buresh. I reckon he won't be thrilled, but he won't turn you down. Ask him discreetly, in passing, how many corves he took from our mines on the feast of Saint Petronella. If my guess is correct, it should be 90. It still doesn't prove anything, but you could get something out of the workers. One of them is bound to know something. When you're in the smelting works, keep your eyes peeled. I'm sure something is going on there. Good luck, Henry.
Copy that. Apakah jauh? So you have to wear decent clothes or some fancy clothing, yeah. Probably need to go to some tailor first. Where do they have tailors in here? We need to go back to Kuttenberg again to buy some decent clothes. Or we can end stream here and come back. We'll do it again next week. Gak bakal kelar nih sih, udah kelar kok ini. Kita end stream di sini. Beli baju dulu lah, baru kita kelar. Beli baju dulu. Halo.
You've no business here.
Hah? Aku mau beli pakaian.
My respects. Take a look around, but
Yang satu lagi.
What do you...
Show me.
Kita masih mau beli barang noble. Anjing, mahal kali. Tunggu dulu. Noble cloth warna apa ya? Warna merah. Hegel.
I'd like to do some. Well,
Mahalnya.
You. Aye. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
No weapons. Oh. That's what I'm talking about. Sepertinya aku butuh topi.
What do you have?
Jelek kali itu. Ini kayak noble nih. Ya aja lah.
I'd like to do well. Do we?
That's. Aye. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Nah, jadi duit kita 56.000. Bagus kok, tampan. Kapan mau pakai akalnya? Anjing, bahasa ya. Aku gak punya otak. Nah. Alright, I gotta take a shower. Goodbye Mori, goodbye chat. Have fun. Ini pun udah selesai kok. Nah. Get everything. Look around. Smelter, talk to brushes. Oke, kita sampai sini aja dulu. Makasih semuanya sudah nonton. Otsukoyo sama desta. Matasta. Bye bye semuanya. Love you. Mwah. See.